Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Aaron Dearborn on the line. He's president over at Amerail Systems Inc. Aaron, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, Adam. Hope you're having a great day.
Everything is going great out here, and I'm excited to get into what you're doing over at Amerail Systems. But before we do that, let's get a little bit further into your background. So how did you get started in your career and in business?
Yeah, so, Adam, I'm a Ohio State grad, proud Buckeye here.
I won't hold that against you. I'm going to fun. We're okay. We're okay, though, but we both have a common enemy, so that makes us even closer. Go ahead.
Exactly. From there, I have an economics degree from there, and I ended up in the insurance industry out of college, working for Farmers and Travelers Insurance. Did that for a few years, realized I, not quite made for the rigidness of insurance, kind of a little boring for me. So I took that knowledge and I went into the disaster restoration industry. I began to work for ServiceMaster out of Memphis, and I was hired to help grow their commercial disaster restoration portion of the business. I was part of the team that was doing that, and over the first couple of years, we grew it up to from $0 to about $25 million.
Wow.
Through sales and marketing and creating a national network. During that time, I was then able to purchase a franchise, so I left the corporate world and became an entrepreneur and purchased a ServiceMaster franchise in the Cincinnati area. It was good. At that time, I bought it. It was around 2010. I ran that for 5 years. We grew pretty good, sold it to a local competitor, then moved up to Cleveland, where I was hired to help build revenue and value in a insulation business so we could sell it. So we did that, and that kind of platformed me into Amerail Systems, where I am currently the president.
Man, that's awesome. I love your story, and I love how you also have different vantage points for building different businesses. So that being said, let's start off by going a little bit further into Amerail Systems. So tell us a little bit more about the company, please. Yeah,
so Amerail Systems started off in the early 80s as a railing company installing railing on hotels. So if you remember the old Holiday Inns, there was exterior, you'd walk up a big stair, a balcony, from the outside, then walk into your room. So Amerail did all the railings on the Holiday Inns across the country. So that's where we got the name Amerail.
A lot of railing.
Yeah, exactly. And as those became, extinct, that style of hotel, we had to transition and figure out a way to catapult into a different direction. So we decided to go into hotel exterior renovation. So we renovate hotels across the country, every brand, every make, model, anything that we can work on, we'll do. We do a lot of middle of the road type hotels, Hampton Inns, Courtyards. We can take a Marriott and make it look like a Hilton if you want to. So all my experiences with growing businesses and people and revenue has helped here in the last 2 years. We've been able to double in size and really, take advantage of the niche that we're in within the renovation industry. So we just do hotels and just the outside of them. So it's kind of a really small niche. There really isn't much competition, and we seem to carve out a pretty good section of that.
Man, what an amazing story, and what an amazing pivot. You don't always hear things like this. I love it. That's a big story, to double its size, to pivot. That's not easy.
No, so the gentleman that hired me, he's the CEO. He's owned it for about 35 years and kind of wants to slow down, so they brought me aboard to help take it to the next level. And I have really like to work with people and get the team built. We've been doing that, and then growing revenue as well.
Any kind of trends you're noticing overall in the hotel industry, and just from your vantage point, because obviously you made your pivot, and now you're obviously kind of really working through that niche. So, and now that you're working with multiple chains, different areas, any kind of like trends you care to comment on?
Yeah, in the hotel industry specifically, is a lot of brands are gearing towards millennials. Trying to make more common space, more rooms that are green. They have more, USB outlets instead of plugs. Anything to do with tech, they'll add. We're in the world of, you get one picture of the outside of your hotel on TripAdvisor to win a customer. So whatever you can do to make it look beautiful and catch someone's eye is what they're trying to achieve.
What about design-wise? So obviously, specifically like exterior-wise, considering your specialty, and I love that you bring that up. We're in the business of one picture could really earn you a client.
Yep. Regarding design, we're seeing a lot more natural products incorporated. You're seeing a lot more wood, or faux wood, some brick, natural stone, getting away from the, just painted cement type look, modern industrial style looking properties to more modern, sleek, sexy lines. Anything they can do to spruce it up and make look modern and catch someone's eye.
What about renovations and bringing up, what are these boutique hotels? I forgot what it's called. The motique. I think somebody called it that. I interviewed quite a few people in the hospitality space. The motique trend. Talk about that for a moment. I was like, what's that word? You gave me a new word. I love it. Yeah,
they're great. We talk to a lot of owners that are doing that. You see a lot of it more on the coast, California or the East Coast. They're not, it's still an expensive date, put it that way,
That's a good way to put it.
A lot of these buildings that, they're trying to do this to is not the best conditions, or they're trying to make a big wow statement, and, just being creative, working within budgets and doing what you can to, get attention online, to drive traffic to your site or your hotel is the ultimate goal.
So what's on the horizon in 2020 for Amerail? Any kind of goals or anything else you care to comment on there?
Yeah, Amerail is growing good. We have a good backlog of projects going into the year, the most we've ever had, and so it looks like it's going to be an exciting year.
That's awesome.
We run into hurdles here and there with different building departments and stuff like that, but nothing we can't handle. And we always look at things as a challenge, and we love to solve problems, so that's what we do.
And so if somebody's listening to this and they're in that business and they want to connect, because there's a lot of hospitality industry that we have that are listening, and of various sizes of syndicates and own hotels in different chains, what's the right type of client that's really right for Amerail Systems, so that they know if they're the right type of potential client to follow up?
So we work mostly with either hotel owners or hotel management companies, where a lot of this is PIP driven. So they have most hotels are franchises, so that every 7 to 10 years they have to go through a PIP process, which is to maintain their brand standards basically. So a lot of our work is driven by those PIPs that the individual property receives. So we know all the brand standards, so we're usually involved in the early stages of design, and then we can handle the design and the building and the final construction and everything.
Oh, that's fantastic. So Aaron, what's the best route for somebody to contact and to learn more about Amerail Systems?
Yeah, you can reach Amerail Systems at AmerailSys.com, AmerailSys.com, or you can reach us at 814-456-8221.
And what's that phone number one more time, please?
It's 814-456-8221. 221.
Fantastic. Well, hey, Aaron, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background and all the great work you're doing over at Amerail Systems. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, do all those great things we do to support podcasters. I really do appreciate it. And Aaron, thanks again for coming on the show.
Great. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate your time.